All right. Another 5 minutes with me. Appreciate you for tuning in this time. Um, Today's talk is going to be about input versus output. Um, Now think about it, it kind of bounces off of last week's talk. So if you missed last week, go ahead and jump back and listen to that one, and then come back and finish this one. So input versus output. So um, a lot of times we really get caught up in the end goal of where we're at or not at. So that's the output, what we're getting out of something. So if I'm at a vending machine, I put $1 in, I'm expecting to get my chips or my candy or my drink out. I input $1, I get out whatever I'm expecting to get. So um I want you guys to focus more on the input than the output of it. So with me and my business, I understand we're in the business of outputs. You're in the business of results, me included. As a trainer, I'm expected to get my players better. That's the output and the result that we're looking for. As a player, you're expected to produce stats and effects that produce wins. A coach is expected to produce wins. We're in the output, we're in a results business. What have you done for me lately thing? But more importantly, I want you guys to focus on the input, because if the input isn't good, the output is hard to get a good output. I think it's almost impossible to get a good output from bad input. If you're not putting in the right ingredients when you're cooking, you're not putting the right stuff to get a cake. How you expect to get a good cake out? Like, that's just not making sense here. And so I want you guys to really focus in on the input. So what guys are you putting in? And I'm pretty sure if you get a good enough input, consistent input, the output will be what you're looking for. Probably even better. So um, instead of just focus on the output or the goal or the result of being a great shooter, the things that you do to become a great shooter is way more important than just becoming a great shooter. So the mindset you have to have of a shooter is totally different from a regular player or even a regular person. You have to have another level of confidence in your shot. You have to have another level of training and consistency to become a great shooter. Um, it's the journey on the path of becoming a great shooter that makes you so great to become a great shooter. It's the work that you're putting in that you can apply to becoming a better ball handler, become a better defender, become whatever to whatever else in your game. So a lot of times not necessarily about the output, because if you just skip from right now to just snap your fingers, become Steph Curry level shooting, I don't think you would still have the same results as Steph Curry, because the training and the work ethic he put in to get there, he would work even harder to stay there. But if you just walk up with his level of game and confidence, I mean, his level of game and skill and talent, I don't know if you have the same confidence as him, because he worked so hard to get there. You can't rock him from being there now. But if you just skipping steps right there to get to this end goal, to get to the result of this process, it's not the same thing. You probably won't even appreciate it as much because you just went from 0 to 100. You didn't go through the journey to get there. So I just snapped my fingers and I woke up in California, and it's cool. I appreciate it, but the person that drove there, the person that took a bus there or whatever, yeah, you would appreciate a little bit. You gonna Man, I'm milking every little bit of this California experience I can get, because this car ride was not the most comfortable. But if I had some teleportation powers and I could just snap my fingers and be like, I'm right here, snap my fingers and I'm in Cali, I'm not appreciating it as much. I'll probably mess around right now. I could take a nap in Cali or whatever. I'll be on the beach just chilling. But if I spent a lot of money there, a lot of input to get there, I'm getting every dollar's worth from that experience. So that's why sometimes people who don't have much and they struggle to get on the team, they're a little hungrier than you, because I had to work a little bit harder just to get to this spot right here. But even more importantly than that, what are you doing to get to this spot that you're in now? So don't lose your hunger. Don't lose the motivation and drive you have to get this output, and lose the whole journey to get there. Like, progress really is the only goal, man. And that's something that I stand by, I live by, because I should be wearing it right now. But it's something that I really live, because the progress and the growth that you make is the goal. Not just the end goal of being wherever you plan to be, but the progress and the steps you're taking, the journey to get there, and not just the end destination is the goal. So being better today than I was yesterday, being better tomorrow than I am today, being 1% better every day gets you a whole lot further than just snapping your fingers from 0 to 100. Because a lot of people can get there, but a whole other game of staying there and keeping that spot there. So um, focus a little bit more on the input than just the output. That's my message for today. Hopefully, it'll resonate with you. Hope you like it. Hope you loved it. Subscribe, and I'll see you next week.